House of Many Ways is the third book of Diana Wynne Jones's Howl's Moving Castle trilogy. So this one is actually the least interesting of the three, in my opinion. It is about Charmain Baker. She's the daughter of a famous baker, and she is tasked with taking care of a magical house owned by the wizard William. He's one of two royal wizards, the other one being Howl. So she basically goes to this house, and it has like a weird spatial sort of spatial thing where like it only seems like it's one room, but every time you open a door, the bathroom appears, or like the room you want appears. So there's like some strange shenanigans going on in that, and the taps don't work. And she meets a cool little dog named Waif, and a apprentice who pops by named Peter, and the two of them discover a plot to take over the kingdom. But the reason why this book isn't as interesting as the other two is because the first two books of this trilogy have a quest sort of angle. The first one, Sophie wants to get rid of the curse that the Witch of the Waste put on her to make her an old woman. And the second one, Abdullah wants to marry Flower in the Night. So they have a task to go for. But in this one, Charmain just sort of, does chores for most of the book. They introduce the villain, a lubbock. It's like a giant bug-like parasite creature. Very early, but then they don't see the creature again. So the villain takes a back seat for this book, and pretty underdeveloped villain that's not there half the time. So most of this book is just them eating pastries, which made me hungry, and then doing chores and laundry and cooking, and not much else going on. And then at the end, they have to take on the lubbock. And then they do, and there's some cameos from characters we've seen before, which is nice. But overall, this one just sort of seemed a little by the numbers, and really not undemanding, but just it didn't have that whimsical charm. A little bit for the whole, ooh, food can appear if you press a certain spot and say a spell. But there's not much world building in this one. The characters aren't very interesting. It's mostly just a lot of it's like if Werner Herzog grabbed a camera and followed cleaning staff in a hotel for 90 minutes, it'd be kind of boring. So this book is kind of like that. I didn't really enjoy it. I had to force myself to finish it so I could, finish the trilogy. So House of Many Ways is definitely not the strongest one, and I give it a 2 out of 5.